I had one lady I just could not believe because I work a lot of hours. That was 6 days a week. And then I finally have a lot of jobs out of town too. So I thought, okay, I'm going to close on Saturday so I can do my out of town jobs on Saturday. Or if I want a breather day, I'm going to take it,
Right,
right?
right.
So I come back to work one morning, and it was Monday, and I was listening to the answer machine. A lady was cussing me out. She left a message. If this is the way you work, then I don't want you doing work for me. And I thought, you haven't a clue the hours
Mm,
I put in
yeah,
because of what we see from the
yeah,
outside instead of really
yeah.
knowing what's going on between the
Exactly.
walls.
And people in general just have such a tendency to be the manager mom, and just be like,
Amen.
where's your manager, and it's
Amen.
a pain because they just don't understand it's their first thought is it's always selfishness. I feel like every time especially when I worked retail for 3 years and someone comes in and let me talk to your manager because I can't return it or something, and it's just that attitude. What I think it is just selfishness. They don't take a second to realize, like, when people come running in and yelling at any employee at a retail store, they don't understand, like, that employee has absolutely nothing to do with not being able to make your return or make you happy with whatever service or product you weren't happy with. I
Yep.
mean, when I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods, they'd come in and, oh, these $200 shoes like had a hole in them in a week and I need to return them. Like, oh, I can't return them because they've been worn. I'm sorry, we have a no return policy on shoes. And they're like, what? This, and they just yell and curse out on you. And I'm just like, there's like a corporate, right? Literally $1 billion corporate that makes all these decisions, and they have them, and then their CEO, and then their bosses, and they're all the way down to the store manager, and to I'm just an $8 an hour employee. Like, what do you want me to do? I can't, and that's just like on the outside when you work retail, but same as a business is when you promise, like, on your end again, it's like, oh, you shoot a video, and they go, oh, I don't like it. I'm like, okay, but I promised you this video, and I'm happy to re-edit it for you. Like, oh no, I don't like it. I think I should get it for free. I've had this happen with a wedding client. Like, the wedding video ended up being terrible. I don't want it. I want my money
No.
back. And I'm like, okay, but you saw my work. You said you liked it. We signed it, made a contract. You signed it. No refunds, and I paid X amount of money to go a state away to go film your wedding, and you want your full refund. That would put me negative when I covered my end because you don't like it. And come to find out, someone that was at the wedding overheard her saying that she was just going to complain to get a free product. She was like, yeah, like, there's a couple of things I'm going to niche on and try to get a free product out of this. And I'm just like, and then of course she did. She ended up really coming through trying to say
Mm-hmm.
that it was a terrible this and that and that and this, even though the wedding couple were pretty happy with it. This was the mother, of course, that I'm dealing with, and it's insane.
It
So
is.
I again, the same thing with the being a business owner trying to be a nice person. I caved. I gave her half her money back and kept the other half. But I feel like I was completely right. I did everything in my corner properly. But because she has any excuse of what it may be, is she didn't like the wedding video. It wasn't up to her standards. I'm just
Yeah. And, you know,
confused.
I'm, oh my gosh, again, I am so thankful because there are people out there that do know how to work a system and they
Yeah.
will work it and we lose. And I have been so grateful with our business because what I love about our business is when I give them a bill, it's not like they have to write a bill out to replace the water heater
All
or
right.
the motor on the car or something.
Right.
My product is totally unnecessary stuff. So it actually brings joy to people. And
Right.
so they're always excited to write that check. However, there is sometimes, very few though,
Yeah.
in all my years, very few, have I ran into the one that wants something for nothing. Very,
Yeah.
very few of them. I've been thankful. We've had so
Mm,
many opportunities. We've made such great friends with so many
yeah.
people around. It's just amazing. And our business, my gosh, we do tons in Jackson Hole and Sun Valley and Montpelier and
Wow.
we expand not just in Pocatello. I am all over the place, and it's awesome because of the people that I get to meet and the type of people they are is the percentage, a higher percentage are great, great
Yep,
people. And
I
so I
agree
really
too.
love that. Yeah.
Hmm.
But when you do run into that
Hmm.
one, holy
And
moly.
but the thing is it makes you have to put things in place that you wouldn't other have to. Like, I ran a business, and I found out a lot of
Oh,
photographers
yeah.
and videographers will, like, they don't even have contracts. you know, and I'm just like, how, you know, like at the time, like, so at that time though, when I first started my business, first like 8 months to a year, I never had contracts. I was just like, yeah. And
Yeah.
every time, like you said, I would say like 9.9 out of 10 people were fantastic, great to work with. I promise you this, they pay, they love it. If they want changes, I work with them, we get it done
Hmm.
civilly manner. But it takes that one person to say, I never signed anything that said I don't get a refund, so I'm going to get a refund or blah, 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 blah. And they threaten legal action. And it's just like, whoa. And, you know, so now I have to have a contract to just defensively prepare me for my business and my assets because of a possibility of one bad person. And I hate
Exactly.
it because it's just a whole nother step that's totally unnecessary, but you have to protect yourself.
You have to, and it definitely has to be there, and it's okay. But I got to admit, there have been times like there was one guy that, oh my goodness, a few years back that I cannot believe what he did. It just blew my mind. And so I used to keep his bid sheet up above my desk.
Right.
And oh boy, I hate to admit this because the human part of me, right?
Right.
He lived in Shelley, and so bad I wanted to go to Shelley and slash his tires, you know, type thing. The human part of me's wanting to do
Yeah.
that, and I kept his
Oh,
bid
yeah.
sheet right up on top. But 2 weeks ago, I finally crunched it up and threw it away. It was so old, it was starting to rot, you
Meh.
know. And I'm glad that I may have those thoughts. I'm so
Yeah.
thankful I don't react upon them. But
Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh, I love the people that we work with, and
Exactly.
yeah,
See,
they're
those are the people that keep
super.
you sane in your business
Hmm.
and happy. Because the other people can just drive you
Yeah,
crazy.
well, I'll tell you how I overcome that a lot of times. Again, when you're imperfect,
Mm.
whatever the imperfect part of you, whether it's mental, physical, whatever it is, you can find ways to overpower it. For
Yes.
example, that one, how I overpower is I look at them, and honestly, I'll lay you, Gabe, that you can think of 1,000 people that try to abuse the system, whoever they are, and they still have nothing.
Right.
And then you can look at the people that get abused a lot and give a lot and do whatever they can and work, and you look at their life and they have things, you know. And so I just kind of look at it and I go, you know what? They're the ones that actually are losing. They're the ones
Right.
losing out. I'm not. They may
Right.
have taken advantage of me at this point, but you know what? I'm still not losing out. They're the ones
Right.
that's losing out.
Yeah.
And so when you look at that, it's like, it's okay. You know,
Mm.
I can deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. It's just being positive with anything that comes towards you or comes at you. Just try to be
Hmm.
positive. Handle it with a clear head.
And I love the word try.
Try.
I
Exactly.
love the
Just
word
try.
try.